Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Look who's back!
Hi! I time traveled.
Yes.
Well, or teleported.
Teleported. She's back in Slovenia. No, I'm just kidding. We're still recording this after the world, after the fact. But we have a little surprise for you because, you know what, she bought all the puzzles at the competition and we thought, why not? We might as well speedrun them all.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Yeah.
So this video is also going to have another video to follow. So this is the first one. Well, with this one, it doesn't really matter which one goes first.
No, it doesn't matter the order that you watch them.
Yeah, so if you're at the premiere, welcome here, enjoy the chat, enjoy the videos. And if you're watching after the fact, just make sure to watch both of them, really. Okay. I think.
So what puzzles are these, Janette? Just to say quickly.
These are all preliminary pairs puzzles.
Yes.
So A, B, C, D, all 4 groups. We competed in group A, which is that puzzle. Yes, Donnalouise got all the boxes down.
It's so they could fit in my luggage.
Yeah, so these are basically the puzzles, and then in her video we are gonna do the semi-finals and final puzzle.
Yeah.
So enjoy the show.
Yay!
The puzzle from group A is called Farm in Sweden. With this puzzle, I think there is not really much to improve after you've done it once because, well, it's mostly all green. So it's not like you can have sections and then you improve in finding the detail and all of that, because with this puzzle, you can't really do much to improve your time. Maybe I'm wrong, but from my experience, the best way to improve is where the puzzle has a lot of details, and then you can just learn how to find that detail easier and know which detail to begin with. But with this puzzle where everything is green and all you've got is really just loopings at different sizes and a little bit different colors, other than that you can't really do much. I think we were faster on the sky and the house because we knew exactly what we were looking for, but everything else is just, you know, I don't think there was much difference anyway. I do have to say that doing the puzzle the second time around didn't make it feel any harder or easier than it did the first time around. It was basically pretty much the same for me. Obviously this time we weren't at the competition, so from that sense I would say it was easier, but then at the same time you kind of have that underlying pressure that you have to beat your first time. So I'm not actually sure what's worse, because I felt like at the competition I was actually more relaxed because I thought that the puzzle is too difficult for us to advance in the semi-final, so I completely relaxed. I wasn't pressured at all when I just puzzled. When this time around, I had the time to beat. And I think that made it just a tiny bit more stressful for me, but not a lot, just a tiny bit. So we finished the puzzle in 54 minutes and 21 seconds, which is not that much of an improvement. It's like less than a minute, and it wouldn't actually change our placing. If we were 5 seconds faster, then we would actually were 1 place before, then, you know, compared to the world. But with the time we got, we would still end up being 30 seconds, so it changes nothing. Which I think just goes to show that with this puzzle you can't really make a lot of improvements. Like I had other puzzles where I shaved 10 minutes off the puzzle doing it second time around, and with this one I think, I don't know, like I said, I could be wrong, but it feels like it's not one of the puzzles where you can really shave a lot of time off. So let's move on to the second puzzle. The puzzle from group B is called Fairy Magic. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this puzzle come out at the Worlds I was like, are you kidding me? Honestly, like, I don't particularly like the picture, I have to tell you that much, but I did enjoy the fact that there was a lot of things that you can sort, there was a lot of color differences. Well, there wasn't really a lot of texture, but there was definitely a lot of shading, so that was really helpful. And there was quite a few details that helped with putting the puzzle together as well, which I think is always the case when you have like an illustration. When you have a picture, unless it's been edited, it's not really done for puzzling, so they don't make sure that every piece has something specific that's going to help you find the right piece. When with illustrations, normally they make sure that every piece has something that's going to help you recognize where it goes. Obviously, I'm not sure if they do that for every puzzle. I saw it once online, designing the puzzles with Ravensburger, which I think is very beneficial when you're designing a puzzle, because at the end of the day, we still want to make the puzzle as enjoyable as possible. It's not just about putting the puzzle together, but it's more about how enjoyable it is to put it together. Yes, some people are going to want to have difficult puzzles because they want to challenge themselves, and I absolutely agree with that. I do that to myself as well. But I think in general, it should be enjoyable for majority, for the public. It should be enjoyable. We finished the puzzle in 35 minutes and 16 seconds, which would place us 33rd, which is basically the same rank as the previous puzzle. One thing that I want to say is that I've mentioned in other videos before as well, is that it's really difficult to compare your times, well, the times that you get at home to the times from the worlds, because there are so many factors that influence the speed of puzzling that it's really difficult to, compare yourself. If we take group, I don't know, what was it, group D or C? Group C, for example, I think the Thunderstorm. So they did it late at night, okay, so it was really dark outside. So I can take the same puzzle, do it during the day with the brightest day outside. That would be the first puzzle of the day, and I do it completely rested. Obviously, then my time is going to be better than someone who did it at the dome after the whole day of puzzling. So I know that those times that we compare ourselves are not legit, if I can say that. But, it's still good to at least have something to go from. I'm just saying, so if you want to have the best time, well, the most accurate time to compare yourself to anything that happens at the Worlds, at least include the lighting in the process. But for us, we just wanted to do it for fun, so it wasn't really, oh, we want to know where we would place. So that's why we didn't really put that much thought into it. We just wanted to enjoy puzzling together. Let's move on to the third puzzle. The puzzle from Group C is called Pink Thunderstorm Mood. This puzzle, as expected, wasn't easy. I was commentating for Group C, so when I saw the puzzle come out, I was like, oh no, poor people. I mean, obviously, like I mentioned earlier, the light really influences the way you puzzle, and the fact that it was getting darker at the dome just didn't help with the puzzle. I think the puzzles like that are the best done during the daylight because you can really see the gradient a lot, but when it becomes darker, you get the light reflection in the pieces and it's a lot more difficult to actually see the gradient between the pieces. So yeah, Donnalouise and I actually puzzled majority of the time at night, but we had quite good lighting. Still, we had a lot of reflection that you can also see on the time lapse, but regardless of that, we still had better lighting than what they had at the dome. At least it wasn't changing, What I really like about this puzzle is that it's really easy to separate, so you could potentially say it's one of the best pairs puzzles, because there was a bottom section that Donnalouise was doing for Donnalouise. And there was the top section that I was doing that was definitely easier than the bottom one. And luckily enough, the top part took like 2/3 of the puzzle. So by the time I finished, I was able to help Donnalouise doing the bottom section. But honest to God, it just felt like it wasn't moving anywhere. We had pieces sorted by shape, and even that didn't help much. You didn't know what direction the pieces they had turned in, and all you could go from is the prongs. The picture didn't help at all. So at the end of the day, we were kind of stuck with the Cinderella shoe method because nothing else really worked. We finished the puzzle in 56 minutes and 9 seconds, which would place us 43rd. I think that's a really good placement for the difficulty of the puzzle. And like I mentioned earlier, we puzzled at night as well. We did have better lighting, but there was a lot of reflection. So it's always difficult to compare, but I think we did really well with the puzzle because, we got it under 1 hour. Did you see the puzzle? I'm actually just happy that we finished the puzzle because I was kind of avoiding doing it, So at least it's done and dusted, or how do you say? Let's move on to the fourth puzzle now. The puzzle from Group D is called Brunch Crunch. Well, this is the puzzle that I think everyone would love to get because it's such an easy puzzle, it should really be an individual puzzle. We've done the puzzle before. It was the only puzzle that we did as a pairs practice before actually going to compete, and I absolutely love the puzzle. So me doing it 2 times, Donnalouise doing it once, it definitely helps. The way I was talking about the farm in Sweden, when there is not really much improvement that you can do because everything looks the same, well, this puzzle is exactly the puzzle where you can improve so much. The fact is that when you do the puzzle once, you really get to learn the details of the puzzle. And with this puzzle, when it's so specifically details with colors, textures, patterns, it was just so easy to know what I was looking for. I knew exactly what I needed. And this is also one of the reasons why I think it's so much better that they put unreleased puzzles for semi-finals this year, because people who did practice the same puzzles before do have an advantage, and that advantage was taken away from them, which I think it's good because it just levels out the playing field. And now I'm gonna prove to you how much advantage you can get if you've puzzled the puzzle before. We finished the puzzle in 27 minutes and 19 seconds, which is absolutely insane. And that would place us 10th. So if you see before, so first one was 32, 33, 43, and then 10th. Obviously we had better lighting as well, which helped a lot, but doing the puzzle, I've done it twice, you know. It makes such a difference. It really, really does. So I'm really happy that I changed the rule. I know I already said it, but you know, I have to say it again. So these are all the puzzles from preliminary round done. So let's bring Donnalouise back now.
So Janette, I want to know, which was your most favorite to puzzle and your least favorite to puzzle?
Whew. I'm looking at the screen to see the pictures now. Yeah. Actually, well, Brunch Crunch. It has to be Brunch Crunch. Yeah, because it's just, I think it's the easiest. It's got easy sections to separate. So for me, it was just the most enjoyable. The hardest one, I think, I'm not really sure. I really enjoyed the farmhouse.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I actually didn't mind the farmhouse. And maybe this one was the least enjoyable. Not necessarily the most difficult, but the least enjoyable. Yeah.
Because with this one, even though it's like all green, you still kind of had lines, sorry. You had lines, so the flowers, well, the lupins, they were getting bigger the further down you went, so, you know, it kind of helped. Yeah. So it split the image up, which I think with the thunder, it was just so black at the bottom.
Yeah. But this was fun.
This was fun. I just don't particularly like the picture that much.
Yeah, not my style of illustration.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you so much for puzzling with me.
Oh no, thank you so much for buying all the puzzles. I wouldn't be able to do it without you.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to Janette's channel. It really helps the video and her channel grow, and it means a lot. And we kind of hate saying that out loud and asking, but we've been told that we should say it out loud. So thank you so much for watching.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure to watch the other video as well.
Yeah. There'll be a link in the description below.
Yes.
And until then, bye.
No.
Oh no! Sorry!
She wanted to say ciao! Okay, she's gonna do that in her video. So what do we do in my video, Donnalouise?
How do you end it?
Okay, so that's gonna be it for today, and I'll see you next time.
Bye! Okay, so what you want to do for an outro? And I'll do them. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Do you want me to talk a little bit about the puzzles after.
Can I ask you questions?
Okay, yeah, because it's after the fact, so we've already assembled them. Okay. You know, okay. So. Do you want to keep the puzzles the same way, or should we open them so they see all the pictures?
Okay. So let me ask you a question.